How to find and keep your customers. You have this great idea for a business. You've started thinking through your plans and you feel like the time is now to go for it. But wait, I have one question for you. Who are your customers? Okay, I know you have a pretty good idea who they are, but here's a test you might try. If 100 people walk into a room where you are standing and unsuspectingly 10 of them could potentially be your customers, could you identify which ones? Could you recognize them as being your customers, even before you started selling anything to them? Based on their looks, their behavior, their ages, what they are wearing, who they are talking with, why they came into that room in the first place. You need an in-depth understanding of your customers. You're selling something your customers are willing to buy, so there are commonalities and demographic characteristics to be aware of. It is incumbent on you to know your customers so well that in fact you could point them out in a crowded space. What exactly does this mean? Think about it this way. You have this business idea, or you just started your business, that will bring some kind of value to a specific group of people. Let's look at some examples. You may have a food truck, so your customers are looking for three things: quick, delicious, and affordable food. Your customers are between the ages of 25 to 34 and spend about $44 a month on eating out. This is important information to know in reaching new customers. Perhaps you have a cleaning service and your customers need three things: affordability, thoroughness, and trustworthiness in keeping their homes clean. Your customers are between the ages of 25 and 55 and live in houses valued at over $250,000 depending on your locale. As a two-career household, these customers need you to make their lives easier. You may have just started a bakery or a catering service, maybe an event planning service, and your customers need two things: reliability and quality. For each one of these services, there are different demographics that you need to know and understand. Before you move too quickly in your endeavor, understand who your customers are and how you can convince them to use your business. How? How can you find and keep customers coming to you for their needs? You go out and talk to those you think will be your customers. Listen to them, observe, and learn as much as you can about them. Find out how they are currently served and what makes them satisfied or unhappy with the current solution. A good understanding of your customers leads to your attracting and retaining them. My colleague Pam opened a pie shop, only pies, and she thought she would offer 25 varieties fresh every day. She was not located on a busy thoroughfare that would attract walk-in customers. I said, "Wow, who will buy your 25 different pies each and every day?" I convinced her to start with a couple different kinds and give samples out to test her market. She went to events all over the city, handing out samples, and ultimately she attracted some customers who happened to like two different types of pies. So that is what she started with. She kept her customers in mind and what they asked for every time she would offer another type of pie. Turns out, her customer demographic are people with families. From her initial experiment, she learned how to reach her potential customers, and through local ads and attending local events, she grew her customer base. No Facebook or social media initially, only word of mouth. She had a website where orders could be taken, but that was how she started. What about a hair salon or car repair, computer or phone repair, even a daycare? Without giving exactly what the customer wants, they may not return. You must understand and satisfy your customers from the beginning. The only way to do that is put the customer in front of you. Ask them what they need and test whether or not your product or service will meet and exceed their needs.